Tom Brady's All-In Challenge package that includes tickets to a Bucs game, Brady's game jersey and cleats, along with either dinner or a workout after with Brady, sold at $800,000. This tripled the amount that a double date with Russell Wilson and Sierra went for. So, Shannon, are you surprised that Brady's package sold for 3 times more than Russell Wilson's did?
No, because the first Bucs jersey is going to be included in that, Skip, and you know that's going to be a valuable piece of memorabilia because no one thought Tom Brady was. A lot of people didn't think Tom Brady was going to ever leave New England Patriots, so that's a valuable piece of memorabilia. But I know what somebody would have paid a ticket for. Let old Goat James, my first Laker jersey, and a day with me and old Slavana and Miss Trill Dub. Man, that's a ticket right there. Now, I might be willing to part by $500,000 for the date with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Yeah, that's what I do, Skip Bayless.
Really? Well, time out.
Yeah, well, you and Ernestine ought to get in on it.
A double date? Yeah, nobody wants it. No. They might want to go with her, but not with me. If I weren't included, they'd go with Ernestine. She would just light up the night. I'm still thinking that I'm stunned that there's a double date with Russ and his famous lady, who's a great entertainer in her own right.
Yes.
And you're telling me that drew only a third of dinner with Brady, who I've always said he comes across like the kind of the goofy dad next door. I don't know that he would light up the night. I don't know that he would be great conversation at the dinner table. I was just a little surprised. It was a little disrespectful to Mr. and Mrs. Russell Wilson.
No, Skip, that jersey alone is probably going to be worth $300,000-$400,000. You know what memorabilia is worth. Babe Ruth's first jersey as a Yankee when he left the Red Sox. Skip, you know what people play for memorabilia. So I'm not surprised at all.
Who has that much money to spend? That is my question. That is it for us today. Thanks for watching Undisputed. We'll be back same time tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. The Herd is next. Stay safe, everyone. Have a good one.
Tear them all to pieces, and you dared to say that Luka is a better outside shooter. He's a horrible shooter from 3. Completely, utterly overrated from 3. So far this interrupted season, among 149 qualified three-point shooters in the NBA, Luka, your man, ranks 141st of 149. He's making 31.8% of his three-point shots. And he's not great from the free throw line, 73%. If he's that guy, he should be 88 or 90%, especially as a quote-unquote point guard. I love his ability to pass the basketball. It's special. The rest of it, not so much. Because when it comes to playing defense, he doesn't. He is a liability on the defensive end. I can't forget that Laker game back on the night of November 1st when the Lakers said, Kuzma said after the game at Dallas, we were just passing to whoever Luka was covering. And Luka, in defensive win shares per game, ranks 141st. Wow, 141st from 3 and 141st in defensive win shares. That's not very good. And then furthermore, in the fourth quarter, it's odd to me, he routinely disappears. Like in fourth quarter shot attempts, he ranks 45th in the league. LeBron still ranks first, but LeBron's trying to stuff the stat sheet in blowouts. So we get that he's shooting more in the fourth quarter. Yeah, but Luka ranks 45th. He just sort of fades away. And in clutch time points, and that's last 5 minutes with the game, 5 points one way or the other. Clutch time points, he's tied for 37th. I haven't seen him make many big shots late in games, and I've seen him miss a number. So you pile all that on top of the fact that the book on him so far is just rough him up. Like a lot of Euro players, just go hard at him. The Lakers go hard at him. Yeah. And just sort of literally and figuratively knock him out of the game psychologically. It's almost like bad boy Pistons. Just go after him. And that's not a good early book on a guy that you say you'd build your franchise around. While Zion, to me, we've only seen 19 games so far. Man, he's a force. He's a wrecking ball.
Well, hold on.
He's going to rough you up.
Hold on.
He is unguardable in the paint.
Let me ask you a question, Skip. Why have we only seen him play 19 games? They played almost 60 games. Why have we only seen him 19?
Well, he had a knee scope.
Whoa. Thank you. I got it. Hold on. Now, you told me got injured in college, got injured coming into the the NBA, and you want me to build my franchise around that. So there's a greater percent chance that he's going to be injured again. I'm going with the guy that doesn't get that plays. That's what you tell me. That's what you've been telling me all leading up to the draft.
Okay, but Tua reportedly had 5 surgeries at Alabama. Zion had no surgeries at Duke. He did hurt his knee, but they just let it heal. And then he needed a scope after the NBA preseason, and he came back fairly quickly from it. And again, if you tell me he just hurt every year, you got me. I don't think that's going to happen. And if it doesn't, you're going to be in big trouble because this kid is special. This kid has the charisma and the it factor to lift and lead a team to a championship. I don't see that yet in Luka. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Skip, I'm not arguing whether or not he's special, but as Tua, I believe Tua can change the way he plays. I believe he can get the ball out of his hands quicker. I can believe that he doesn't have to make sure he doesn't take those shots, and he has to learn. Skip, you have to, like in football, you have to learn how to fall. I mean, you just can't fall like you out there in the yard, you know what I'm saying? You have to, because guys are falling on you. And I think those are things. Can Zion change the way he plays? He's an explosive, large man that's going to be required to be explosive on a nightly basis over an extended period of time. How do you change that? That's what he is. That's who he is. So like I said, Skip Bayless, if you tell me, Skip, he's hired one of the best nutritionists in all the world. He has a professional chef that gets his meals and that he's going to drop 30 pounds and he's going to play at this weight for the foreseeable future. Okay, Skip, now you're going to make me rethink this thing. But until I see this over a stretch of time, Luka, Skip, is only going to Skip, the guy's 21. He's running a team. Zion is not running the team. Luka is asked to do way more than Zion is asked to do. And Zion is dependent. He needs Lonzo. He needs someone to get him the ball. Luka, like, I got the ball. I can do what I want to do with it.
Okay, but can Luka shoot it at a high level? I say no. And remember, Zion is a year and 4 months younger than a Luka who had already played 4 years of pro basketball in Europe and came here and has now played 2 more pro basketball years. Well, you're miles ahead in experience from Zion. I think you're going to have to sit back, if we ever get back the NBA, and you're going to sit back on a nightly basis and say, whoa, he's getting better and better and better. You saw it in big games at Duke. He rose and he shone. And on opening night with the world watching, he makes his first 4 3-point shots. He has a sweet stroke, and I think he can get better and better from 3 and from the free throw line.
All right, guys, I've got a question for you. Is